2026 weddings, so many trends, so many fabulous flowers. Let's look at the monochromatic with a touch of architectural. I'll show you how it's done. As I look at the flowers, I chose gardenrosesdirect.com for the perfect garden roses. They are so lovely. The variety I'm going to use today is called Tip Top. Then once I had chosen that, I went through and gathered other things, and these come from florabundance.com. We've got some anthurium, sweet peas, beautiful dianthus, and then a bit of eucalyptus. As I begin, you want to take and remove any thorns off of anything. So obviously, you don't want thorns on a wedding bouquet. Then, removing extra foliage and opening it. There's so many different ways to do it. If you look at the YouTube Tulip Tuesdays, you'll see several. But opening it out, blowing, and then setting it, ready to go. Then the rest, making sure that you remove any extra foliage. And then I like to keep them in water so that they continue drinking. Looking at the sweet peas, double checking, and they are perfect. Nothing needed to be done there. Then the eucalyptus, removing any lower foliage, determining if it's too big, break it down so that then you can use it in multiple spots. Setting it back, ready to pull from. This is going to be too low, too low. Kind of adjusting. Now it's perfect. So prepping everything, and then you're ready to start designing. Pick your flowers, pick your foliage, add them to your hand, then tucking in, adding another, and continue as you build your bouquet. As you continue on, think in layers. Some things you want to extend outward and draping, giving you nice movement. Other things you want to tuck down low, pulling your eye into the design. Then you would turn, bring in the next stem, tucking it, but maybe bring some things out into the mid-level. The sweet peas, extending out a bit, turning, and another, so that you get variation in that height between low and high and middle. And then turning. The dianthus are wonderful to use for a bit of extension, pulling off their leaves, tucking them in, and turning. And you can see how you can let it relax and your flowers drape. So you stay with that trend of a looser, more casual bouquet, but formalized with the fact that it's monochromatic and using beautiful flowers like the Garden Roses Direct roses and sweet peas to give you the drama that you want, but with the casual touch and fitting in layers so that it extends outward, and then turn, adding in more eucalyptus, giving that softness and more of the sweet pea to continue that extension. As I finish, I think about where I need another stem, inserting it, making sure that I keep the depth and the extension, then turning, filling in, turning, then going back, thinking about the drama of an architectural flower and where does it fit? Looking at my stems, feeding it in, maybe letting it extend a bit. Sometimes having that extra extension gives you a more contemporary look, and it draws attention to that particular bloom. So setting those in, then turning, finding the perfect spot, coming back, with a little more extension, always turning, tucking, keeping the stems going the same direction, various layers, higher, lower, and in the middle. As you finish, tie it off with bind wire. Secure it together to make sure everything will stay right where you want it. Then give it a little clip so everything will be in water. I look to see which things are maybe a little shorter. Cut it down. And then set it in a vase to wait until you're ready. Then for the detailing, going to ribbon, which is so on trend these days, and creating a bow, giving it that twist. You can look at our bow videos if you need direction on this, or you learned it in basic foil design. All the techniques to create a beautiful bow. And using the full direct scissors, they work so well. They're ribbon shears, give you a perfect cut, nice and sharp. Then I go back, fold it in half, and cut again, giving it that dovetail. So you fold it in half, and then you cut from the edge inward to the fold to get that perfect dovetail. Then to finish it, using corsage tape. Think about the colors of your other stems, because it comes in different colors. For this one, the dark green is perfect. Just going through, wrapping that. Give myself a nice stem. Then take your bouquet and set those bows into place around. I made several so that you could see, but you don't have to watch me make them all. Setting them in. And then once again, using bind wire, lash it all together. The Monochromatic Wedding Bouquet, trending for 2026. And the flowers, starting with Garden Roses Direct, the tip-top rose. Oh, how perfect. We used 5 of those to fill in the bouquet. Then eucalyptus as our base. Dianthus, 3 stems broken apart just to give a little bit of movement. Sweet peas, 1 full bunch to finish filling in. And then the anthurium, just 2 stems to add that architectural element. Oh, so fabulous. Thanks to Garden Roses Direct and Florabundance for these beautiful flowers. 2026 weddings are going to be amazing. So many grand trends: monochromatic, architectural, ribbons, so many things. You'll find more creative inspiration on our website, flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you can reach us through there. But now it's your turn. Gather your monochromatic, 1 color harmony, and create a design. Take a picture and post it on social media. #FloyalDesignInstitute. That way we all can see what you do as you do something you love.